Have you ever wondered about the origins of one of the world's most important food crops? The humble potato, beloved in cuisines across the globe, has a surprising evolutionary story that connects it directly to another kitchen staple, the tomato. Today, we'll explore the fascinating journey of how potatoes evolved from tomato ancestors in a remarkable event that occurred approximately 9 million years ago. This story of hybridization, genetic innovation, and environmental adaptation reveals the complex and interconnected nature of plant evolution that continues to shape our food supply today. Potatoes have a secret life that has scientists puzzled. They're part of the nightshade family, but their DNA suggests complex relationships with tomatoes and a plant called etuberosum. Neither of those plants grow tubers, yet the potato has its signature underground stash. It's a vegetable soap opera that required genetic detective work to uncover the shocking truth behind this beloved food. The breakthrough came when researchers analyzed more than 100 genomes from modern-day potatoes, tomatoes, and a tuberosum. What they discovered was revolutionary. Approximately 9 million years ago, in the region that would become South America, a wild tomato ancestor naturally hybridized with a tuberosum. These two plants had diverged from a common ancestor about 14 million years earlier. But they came together again in a chance encounter that would change agricultural history. This hybridization event created an entirely new lineage called Patota, which includes the cultivated potatoes we eat today, as well as 107 wild potato species. The research showed that every potato species carries a balanced mosaic of genes from both tomato and etuberosum ancestors, confirming that the potato was not simply a descendant of one or the other, but a true hybrid of both. A finding that resolved the long-standing evolutionary mystery. Perhaps the most fascinating discovery was how tubers evolved through this hybridization. Neither tomatoes nor a tuberosum produce tubers, yet their hybrid offspring developed this revolutionary adaptation. The researchers identified two key genes responsible for this innovation. The SP6A gene, inherited from the tomato side, acts as a master switch that initiates tuber formation. Meanwhile, the IT1 gene, contributed by etuberosum, controls the growth of underground stems that develop into tubers. Neither gene alone could produce tubers. It was only when these two genes came together through hybridization that the remarkable ability to form tubers emerged. This genetic combination created an entirely new type of plant organ that would prove incredibly advantageous for survival, and would eventually become one of humanity's most important food sources. It's a perfect example of how hybridization can generate novel traits and drive evolutionary innovation. This evolutionary innovation occurred at a crucial time in Earth's history. The hybridization event coincided with the rapid uplift of the Andes Mountains between 6 and 10 million years ago, creating a diverse range of new environments. As the climate became colder and more variable, the newly evolved tubers provided a significant survival advantage. These underground storage organs allowed potato plants to store nutrients and water, enabling them to withstand harsh weather conditions and seasonal changes. Unlike their relatives, potatoes could reproduce asexually through their tubers without requiring seeds or pollination. This adaptation allowed them to spread rapidly throughout the Andes and eventually into central Mexico, colonizing diverse habitats including grasslands, alpine meadows, and seasonally dry rainforests. The tuber was the key innovation that allowed potatoes to thrive in challenging environments where other plants struggled, setting the stage for their eventual domestication and global importance. Understanding the evolutionary history of potatoes has significant implications for future food security. As the world's third most important staple crop, along with wheat, rice, and maize, potatoes are responsible for approximately 80% of human caloric intake. Improving potato varieties could have a major impact on global nutrition. Researchers are exploring how this knowledge could help breed more resilient potatoes that are resistant to disease and changing climate conditions. One promising area is the development of seed potatoes that could be more genetically diverse and resistant to diseases that threaten current potato crops, which are typically grown vegetatively and are genetically identical. Scientists are also experimenting with reintroducing key tomato genes to create fast-breeding potatoes that could be reproduced by seeds rather than tubers. While some have joked about creating a tomtato plant that produces both tomatoes and potatoes, The real benefit lies in building better potatoes, optimizing the traits we need for sustainable agriculture. By studying the evolutionary journey of potatoes, we gain insights that could help address some of the most pressing challenges in food production today.